Hey guys, welcome into the final episode of the Cricket World Cup campaign. Very rare sight to see Ireland in the 10-man World Cup, but we managed to get there, obviously. We've had one really good result. Look at that result there. Afghanistan crushing India by 151 runs. How unusual. I just saw that result out of the blue. World Cup standings. Afghanistan in second place. Remarkable. India in ninth and probably not going to qualify. That is incredible. So tight, the competition, that you'd even consider Bangladesh still an opportunity of making it. Yeah, we're looking for a bit of pride in our performance here today. We just need to sort of turn up. But it's a turning wicket here. Bit overcast early on, but we brought in McBride. He's going to get a game today. Good economy rate. Dockrell there. Solid order. We're going to probably open up Balbirnie and just... We're going to move McBride into number 3. And Delaney's going to drop to middle of the order here just to provide maybe a little bit more batting somehow in that order. It's a bit wafer thin. Might go Simi Singh in there just because he's got an average of 22 and it just means that batting's a wee bit extended. And we'll go with that team there. So we've rotated around a wee bit. This is a winnable game. Just got to bat and bat well and put these guys under pressure. Got our best 2 batsmen, terms of experience up front. And just really got a front today. Like, last episode was quite disappointing. Terms of the quality of the opposition, yeah, like, they are probably a step above us. But I felt we were in a couple of those games for periods of time. Sterling gone early. He's gone for 10. Brings Brian in, who's been promoted up the order. I just want to keep Tector and Camphor where they are. I was tempted to put Dockrell at 3, but it's too high for Dockrell. Brian's probably batting far too high himself. But yeah, we're just got to get men delivering with the bat here today. More importantly, if we get someone getting a start, someone kicking on and getting that start. And Rahman's got McBride for 11. Tector in now. 48 for 2. Bangladesh will be happy with that. Getting any sort of score under 50 in the first 10 these days is pretty good. 58 for 2. Keys to partnerships, just making sure we bat the 50 overs is absolute paramount. Giving ourselves a chance. It's a bit of a sky from Balbirnie. He'll beat the diving fielder though. Quite happy we're batting first. We've got a few people that can spin the ball, and I'm just hoping they can do a job. It's a good shot from Balbirnie. He's just going to have to be responsible today. Continue on what he's doing. Tector 25-32. He's had a lot of these sort of starts in the campaign. Just a bit worried that he's just... sort of been worked out a little bit at international level. That's a lovely sweep. That's 4. Tonk that. That's a 600 up for Ireland. Al Hassan being hit pretty well there. 102 for 2. Balbirnie will hit that pretty cleanly as well. That's a very productive over for Ireland. 106 for 2 after 19. Again, partnerships absolutely important, that if we lose a wicket, we don't lose them in blocks. And Al Hassan, he will strike and get the wicket of Harry Tector. And Tector, 42 or 48. Brings Curtis Camphor here now. And just again, just lost a wee bit of momentum just after that. A passage of play where we're quite good. Now Bernie gone to the men again, getting in and getting out. It's been the story of the save so far, really. Docker will be looking to add to his 100 that he got in the campaign. one positive light. His batting's gotten a lot better, so he can just really fill a role. He's probably number 7, really, but he's been asked to sort of fill a role at 6. 147 for 4 now. It's a tense period of the game that we've just got to just navigate our way through. Get another good amount of people in the runs again. Rahman bowling up very early here. If we can see off that over, which we have, means they've got a few less options incoming. Safudin. It's a big 6 from Curtis Canfer. That was only going one way, and that was over the rope. Target Rahman a wee bit. That has been our demise. Curtis Canfer. He will depart. He will depart for 29. Just when the moment, just can't build momentum in this innings, and Dockrell's gone as well. So just wickets and clumps. And all of a sudden, Bangladesh could rattle Ireland out for under 200. Singh gone for 1. Disastrous for Ireland. Oh, Rahman. What is going on? Just absolutely fallen over here. Gonna have to show some play here, Tucker. You've got to get something on the board, Little. This is very disappointing. 182 for 9. Still plenty of overs to bat. That's the crazy thing. Gonna have to find a few of those. Logan Tucker. So back-to-back ones now. Okay, so he's got to sustain this now. Like, he's a guy that just hasn't really taken a shot at the level yet. Playing missing quite a bit. I think Rahman probably played a man of the match performance here, as we are not going to probably get enough on the board. To bowl exceptionally well. We're going to have to get some sort of production out of this last wicket partnership still. Got to get a lot more than what we have. Just trying here, Tucker. It's been a decent counter-attack. He could have absolutely smashed that to all parts. $215 for 9. Good last man sort of stand here. $219 for 9. Little. And there we go. We are out for 219. And again, just have to emphasize, look how many starts we had there, and just no one has kicked on. Australia getting a big score there. Marnus, Labuschagne, and Steve Smith. Those runs, we're going to have to be quite good with the ball. We're just going to have to try and get some early ones if we can. Barry McCarthy in as well. Spencer early on. Little to Lilton Das. Lilton Das will depart. 28 off 18. Because we've got the man that was sort of heading our stall parts out. We're going to bring in some spin very early on and just try to change this up a wee bit. Going to have to attack from one end, I think. I feel as though we could have competed in this game if we'd just batted out the overs. Not 86 for 1 after 14. Curtis Canfer in now. We're just probably looking to contain a little bit now and just try to force the error, but we can't really put any pressure on them either. Might have to. We've got to still hunt for wickets. I think we're just being too passive. 2 overs done for 15. Bring Josh Little back into the attack. Can we find something here that just makes them 120 for 3 or anything like that, just to put a bit of teetering in the camp? This is convincing from Bangladesh. They're playing the conditions. They know the situation is we need wickets, which it's not looking likely at this stage. McCarthy. Yeah, we're just been blown off the park, really. Not much we can do. Bring George Dockrell in. Simi Singh will be brought in as well. Another breakthrough finally, but the damage is done. Turn 62, we've just been shown how to bat on the surface. Ahmad Hassan. Really good start to his career. 215 for 2. Got another one. Dockrell will pick up another one. But yeah, Bangladesh flicked another loss to Ireland in this campaign, and a win by 7 wickets. Just not enough of the bat. And Australia beat Sri Lanka there, and Australia snuck back into the top half of the draw. Can Afghanistan will fancy their chances against us too? If they win another game, don't worry, South Africa win that convincingly. We're just keeping an eye on the standings. Afghanistan just dropping outside of it at the moment. But yeah, Sri Lanka up next, and yeah, we've got a lot of work to do. We might bring another spinner, and we're going to bring Gareth Delaney in for Josh Little, and we're just going to go with a team that sort of has a few seamers in it that we can work with and just operate some spin, some here. So I'm just trying to increase the batting a wee bit. Tucker can go to 9. That's how much we rate him at the moment. But yeah, Sri Lanka, not much expected from us here, I think. They are probably favoured to win. Yeah, that famous win against Australia is just long in the memory now. Like, just the campaign after that sort of is just showing. Fernando's got the wicket. Brian in. Of course, after this World Cup campaign, we've got the Test matches against New Zealand now. The New Zealander have won the Test Championship before, and they are going to be so hard for us. We're just got to sort of have a good series against them. It's good that we're getting a whole lot of Test matches all of a sudden. We'll play one Test match anyway on video, probably be the second Test. It's a good shot from Sterling. But yeah, the expectations are we're probably going to be a 2-0 defeat, but we just want to put good periods of play in that Test series. Coming up, Brian, 26 there. He's showing some signs he could get a score. Hasaranga. Yeah, we've just got to see some new talent coming through the doors as well. Just obviously after the World Cup, there probably will be some players that sort of drift off a wee bit. Should have the core of our side there still for the next event. Like Tector and Camphor will be there for sure. Docker will probably still be there. Delaney will have probably Tucker and probably a few other players, some coming in. Like Sterling and Balbrini could be in the squad next World Cup if they're not retired. That's still going to be probably better than what we usually have. Jay Wick Rama to Sterling. Getting through a lot of spin here are the Sri Lankans. 34 of 68 for Brian. He sort of consolidated the innings. A wee bit disappointed with Tector in this World Cup. He hasn't really set the world alight. It's just, at the moment, he's in the phase of his career where I think he has to keep developing his game and eventually come out on the other side. Bowls a little bit too, but we sort of just try to get him to operate just purely as a batsman. But his numbers are a wee bit down this season. 250s at average of 30. But yeah, a lot of cricket he's played at the very least this season. So he's just getting accustomed to all conditions. Lovely shot again. It's 4 more. Oh, Sterling I just have to laugh. Like the amount of starts this team gets, and then they just get out, is just remarkable at the moment. Like, scores of 40 and 50 are not going to win us a game of cricket. Even McBride got a start, and when he tried to lift off, he sort of has failed to launch. 119 for 3. Camphor, he'll go for 12. Dockrell in. The only Centurion in the squad. Who would have thought George Dockrell? Only man to have 100 this World Cup for Ireland. His batting continues to improve too, like his technique. Been a remarkable rise for our Dockrell, actually. Like, just, he would have not been considered early on in my career. Just, he would have been sort of a guy in the squad and that'd have been better. But his batting's good enough to be in the team. Strengthened up the batting today. We've gone with a longer sort of lineup of batting and gone with a few all-rounders. 169 for 4. It's a good shot from Dockrell. Gets that away. It's got a nice controlled sweep again. Moves to 28-26. It's a good shot from Tector. It's gone all the way for 6. That's a 50 for Tector too. So that's his third this season in one-day international cricket. This is much better from Tector. This is what we wanted to see throughout the World Cup. He just has not performed. It's a huge over for Ireland. Manindu Hasaranga, a free hit for Dockrell. He's being trapped LBW off the free hit. Tried to absolutely hit that over cow corner. He's gone. Dockrell's out for 34 of 32. Simi Singh to the crease now. 200 for 5. And Tector's gone for 64. And that's just all that momentum just gone. We're just got to keep fighting along. We've got a longer batting lineup today, so I'm just hoping we can bat out the 50. Singh got a 50 early on in the campaign. Batted quite well, actually. Batted with Dockrell. It's gone for 9. Tucker. His average up to 20, Tucker. Can he keep improving on that average? He's going to try and counter-attack a little bit. Delaney has been used as an opener, but he's been dropped right down to number 8 in this game. We're counter-attacking. We're not going to bat out our overs. We might as well just a bit of fun doing it. 240 for 7. Yeah, for 19. Can we get 250? 250 gets us in the ballpark of trying to be competitive. 247 for 8. Still got a recognised batsman at the crease, kind of, with Gareth Delaney. $250 up, okay. See this house on a little bit more of a milestone, 260. Good shot. 6 overs left. That's a maiden. Boom, that's a good 6. Rising over the fence for 6. Delaney gone for 29, so 4 overs to bat. Is 263 going to be enough? I don't think it will be. Tector with a 64 was the highlight of innings. Starting 49, 34 from McBride and Dockrell, 29 for Delaney. India, Bangladesh. India 310 for 9. Just got to get some early wickets. Can we get them? Going to bowl spin very early on here just to try and sort of mix it up a bit. We're going to bring Simi Singh in. Simi went for 6. Delaney in as well. It's rotating here, just trying to keep them guessing. Their spin. And Fernando is going to be out. It's got delivery from Dockrell. No, it is George Dockrell that got the wicket there. We'll bring Curtis Campher in. Trying to keep them guessing here, just with changes of things. 62 for 1 after 10. Dick Weller, 41 off 34. Mendes on 7. I think we just continue to try and rattle a few poles if we can. 3 overs for 8. Craig Young's been really good in this campaign. Curtis Campher. So whether or not Curtis Campher can sort of deliver some overs here, we really need some seam overs. Overs number 17, 3 overs number 13 there. 180 at 5.1 for Sri Lanka, in control of this game. Brian, he didn't bowl too badly in the last game. We're just going to try and force a mistake, really. That's what we'll be sort of hunting for. Over for 2. Dockrell got the wicket, so we might as well stick with Dockrell. He's been the player of the campaign, really, for us, with a 5 for 100. Okay, so Brian looks like he's going to get the wicket of Dick Weller, and he has. Sri Lanka 99 for 2. Dockrell, he'll have to come out of the attack. We'll bring Campher back. Probably rely on Dockrell too much. It's sort of really part-timer. Campher just rotated out. Craig Young, 121 for 2 after 20. Is there a phase of the game where Ireland can sort of look to get a few wickets? .106 at 4.4. Again, just been shown up how to bat a little bit. Okay, we've got the wicket of De Silva. For 45 or 40, it's a good innings. Brian bowled pretty respectfully, 2 for 41. Delaney. This is a period of play that we would like to see. Like, Mendes is now out. Got the 2 settled men in. 209 for 4 off 34. Cardi will have to come back in. So we sort of try to search and navigate maybe a few wickets. That was a good spell from McBride. 2 for 51. Got the wicket. Shanaka gone for 15. Who's going to be the man that sort of just says, I'm going to get all these wickets? 33 required, 5 wickets. And yeah, it's just a comfortable run chase again. We just not quite there. 63 for Dick Weller, 54 for Mendes. Just not taking regular enough wickets. I thought today Young was good. We've got a couple good bowlers there really, but yeah, the campaign's sort of fizzling out. Afghanistan need to beat us in the their final game. Can we play spoilers? Can we cause some problems here? How are the tables looking now? So a few teams have played 9 games. Pakistan have qualified. South Africa have qualified. I'd say England are definitely probably there. So yeah, like a few teams fighting for a final few spots. We're looking to play. Probably we'll give Manly another game for McCarthy. Still been good up front. Mark Adair into the team for Delaney. And that'll be our team. We've got a lot of all-rounders that we're trying to operate with. And we'll see how we go. Like, they've got a pretty good bowling unit, like Rashid Khan, Mujibur Rahman, Al-Haq's pretty good. A wee bit vulnerable in that, in their batting usually, but it's just their bowling is just that good. They will cause us some problems. Balbirnie in the good area there for him. He's been dismissed. Yeah, just a few shining lights in the tournament that we can sort of take away from. We obviously will probably struggle to qualify for these World Cups the next couple of editions. Just got to sort of turn our attention really to just sort of building up the depth. And Brian will be gone to Zaire. Protector in. This is the danger for us. One of the best bowlers in this game, Rashid Khan. It's really going to test us. We're just going to respect Rashid Khan and just really try to play some good positive cricket. Lovely shot. That's 4. 71 for 2. I think if we lose wickets, we'll lose them in clumps, especially the quality of this attack. We're just going to try and build a bit longer, I think, before we really launch. Even if we are going 5.5 for most of the innings, if we can accelerate towards the end and sort of get more consistency with our scores. I think there's going to be a formula. That's a good delivery from Rahman, and Sterling will go. Then the story of Sterling's tournament out for 46. So many scores in the 40s. Yeah, we just want to finish the campaign off with another win. Like, getting a win over Australia was a real highlight of the tournament for us. And that could be enough to sort of eliminate Australia if Afghanistan win this game. Even though I don't want Afghanistan to win, it would be good if they did beat us. That they had a really good semi-final. Just shows the development of other countries coming into this game of cricket. Good shot down the ground. That's 4. Just trying to build positively here. We're not going to have too much expectation. Akbari. Hit for 4. They're missing Muhammad Nabi, although Muhammad Nabi is near 40 by now, I think, in this save. Still a really quality cricketer in real life. Just the valuable experience that he's had around the world really helps their team out. I wish he plays into his mid-40s. Just for his value. So Tector gets that away for 4. 146 for 3 now, Ireland. Finds the gap. It's 50 for Tector. Back-to-back 50s. So he's done a reasonable job here as he's just looking to enhance his reputation. He's one of Ireland's promising up-and-coming cricketers. Ireland just going at a good clip at the moment, just trying to set themselves up. Playing someone that I think we can beat on this thing here. We're just going to up Tector a wee bit. Relatively calm at the crease, these two. Chris Camphor's done a good job as well with the bat here. Been a wee bit on the slide, Curtis Camphor this season, although he still averages 38.25. We're going to respect Rashid Khan a little bit here. I think he's sort of the danger man. So is Al Haq, to tag the truth. Good from Tector. 193 for 3. It's much better from Ireland. We're just going to have a better formula when we attack teams, I think. That's how brittle our lineup is. I think we can. I think Akbari's someone that I will target. How many overs does he have left? Rashid Khan will play him out, and then we'll sort of launch from there. I think Al Haq's bowled out too, the other key man. It's 50 for Curtis Camphor. It's a good innings. The promising lights of Irish crickets. And he's gone. He's gone. He didn't need to do that. We just needed to play out Rashid Khan. Last delivery of his spell. Was he going to cause more problems? No, he doesn't. He goes for 4. A pretty good spell for Rashid Khan. He didn't really take too much on it. We are really going to target Akbari now. It's going to really try and launch our assault now. Oh, come on. Please go over him. He's not going to... Yeah, he's gone. Try to target him. Out for 87, Tector. 100 goes begging. 14 boundaries in that innings. Momentum swings back to Afghanistan. Still Mujib to bowl through. 8 overs. If we can get 60 runs off those things, 280 is going to be quite competitive. 228 for 5. Got that away for 4. It's remarkable how quickly Dockrell's average is just rising all the time. 240 for 6. Mark Adair. Last over from Mujibur Rahman. Going to start pegging this back quite nicely. Trying to target this medium pacer. He's got all of that, George Dockrell. 250 up for Ireland. Another boundary. That's going to go over his head there. That's 6. He's dived into the fence and disappeared. 37 or 22 Dockrell. Can we find the rope? Found the gap. Getting somewhat of a competitive score. Good shot. Dockrell goes into the 40s. 272 for 6. It's a low full toss, and Adair gets that away. It's a good start to the over. Finds the gap again. 280 for Ireland. Now the score's looking quite good and respectful. He's played a miss to that. He'd be kicking himself. Dockrell tries to get over the fielder there. He will depart for a valuable 42 off 25. 6 4s and 2 6s in that cameo towards the end. 281 for 7. Tector with some really decent form in the last couple games. So I'm pretty happy with how he has ended up. He's got 15 50s in the one-day game now. Still no 100 at the level. It's okay. We've got something competitive at least. We're going to try and bowl with discipline actually this game. I'm going to try something a wee bit different. Try to get in good channels, be very economical. Manly has been super expensive, so we'll have to take him out. We'll bring Mark Adair in. Tougher than expensive over. 42 without loss after 10. So 240 needed at 6 per over. Going to bring McBrien in. I think McBrien's been quite good so far with his spin when we've introduced him into the game. See if we'll keep Markadia going. 49 without loss after 11. A lot of pressure on Afghanistan in this game, of course. McBrien will be able to attack. Adair will be able to attack too. Just got to rotate. Afghanistan win, I think they'll make the playoffs. If not, they will probably, if they lose this, they're out, effectively. Just Manly we brought back. This is a perfect start for Afghanistan. So we just try to navigate our way to a wicket, if we can get one. Gurbaz is gone. There we go. Young picks up the wicket. Exactly what we needed. Trying to get our field placements a wee bit different to what we normally do. Craig Young will bowl another over, and just sending them one over will get the wicket of Hassan. Well, Hussain. Sorry, for 62. For overs number 26 there. Going to try George Dockrell. Containing roll. 139 for 2 after 25 now. Afghanistan will be happy with how they've gone about things so far. The signs of it tumbling over are there. Just into the middle order now. I'm going to bring Mark Adair back, who bowled quite good. It's a wee bit of an opportunity for us there. We've got them 3 down. That man Dockrell has got the wicket of Al Haq. Now there's pressure on. Zadarin is playing for Northamptonshire. He's got a lot of cricket under his belt. Good wee period here for Ireland. We fight back into this game. Dockrell, he'll keep bowling at his end. Bring Manly back for a couple. We've just got to get him the confidence he needs to sort of deliver at this level. And he's got the wickets. That's a terrible run. That's a direct hit. Bam. That is Zadarin gone. Akbari, what's his sort of stats like? He's not there at the moment. Heat's on. This is a good match here starting to form out, and you'd say Ireland are in control. Up for 45. Manly out of the attack. We're going to bring Craig Young back. He is just here to be economical, but try to maybe snag a wicket if he can. This is huge. Dockrell having another game to remember. What a campaign. Barry gone for 8, and they are teetering here. 8 overs, 4 for 38 for George Dockrell. 70 at 7 per over required. We are going to probably have to bowl Curtis Camper. We'll trust Curtis Camper. We've got an extra man on the bench. We're going to cover the leg side. 4 for 46 for George Dockrell. We're going to get him an extra man out on the fence. Not over yet. 40 off 6.6. Khan getting it very close here. Dockrell 4 for 55. He's given his team a chance. It's brilliant batting from Rashid Khan. It's really tilted the balance of this game. We need to get another wicket somehow. We've got a wicket, but that's another good over for Afghanistan. 23 off 25, valuable. 40 off 30 for Rashid Khan. Do we gamble with a spinner? Yeah, we are. We're gonna gamble the game a wee bit with spin. I think this is a risk. too big of a risk, but we're going to try something a wee bit different. 20 off 18, that was a good over. 2 off it. Markadeer, I think we bowl Markadeer now. That's a huge wicket. Rashid Khan gone, and we strike. 1 wicket for Afghanistan, 15 for Ireland to defend. And we're going to take the game. We've finished our campaign very strongly. We break Afghanistan hearts. So we end up with 2 wins in the campaign. I will take that, definitely. And a very narrow win. Dockrell, outstanding. 42 off 25 and a valuable 4 for 55. Adair 3 for 50 steps up. And we finished with 2 wins there. But yes, surprisingly to see India that low on the table. And you've got pretty much a few teams. Sri Lanka may be able to get there if they beat Bangladesh. Same with Bangladesh. It's a game that could sneak the team through. See who wins the World Cup from here. We'll have a wee look, eh? And South Africa won the World Cup, so they're no longer chokers in the event. So who did make the final stages? Bangladesh, and then England, Pakistan. Pakistan getting through. That was a good World Cup in the end. Like the group stages. Obviously, with the wins over Australia and pretty much getting win against Afghanistan, we had moments where we were good, moments where we were really bad, and it's just how Irish cricket will be over the next few seasons. It's going to be a roller coaster of a series. Smash the like button, share with a friend, and we'll see you next time.